Hey, thanks guys for tuning in to Fame Analytics. This is a new segment channel for discussions around trends within the minute galaxies of the entertainment industry. From time to time, I'll dive into the fibers of a specific body of work, provide some insight, provoke some conversation, have a little bit of fun. So for the first one, we're going to dive into the movie Get Out. This movie is the directorial debut of Jordan Peele from Comedy Central show Key and Peele. Quick analytic. Film had a budget of about $5 million and has gone on to gross over $100 million. Safe to say that Jordan's first project is a major success. This should open up the doors for more filmmakers, and that in itself is an exciting bonus. For those not familiar with Key and Peele on Comedy Central, it's a very dynamic show. It's the offspring of the Dave Chappelle show. It was centered around two gentlemen of mixed descent, delivering sketch comedy around, an entertainment focus on racial satire. They've been looked at as groundbreaking in their approach and very methodical in their delivery. When I first saw the early reviews for Get Out, I was intrigued and impressed by a film that will be willing to bring the viewers into the POV of racism, broadcast that in high definition during such a volatile time within the country. The film's content could be seen as a racial double-edged sword that can slice in various directions, depending upon the perspective of the viewer. What's this movie about? I would classify it as a psychological thriller suspense more so than the horror it was marketed to be. It's about a young black male named Chris, who's currently in an interracial relationship with a young lady named Rose. Chris has, lived and survived the typical urban experience, losing his mother and father at an early age of development, lives with those mental scars and deals with the day-to-day life, in the body of a black man post-Trump America. Rose has a very different perspective. She comes from an affluent lifestyle, has had the luxury of a stable home, two loving parents. So she's bringing young Chris into her world of affluency and her world in general. And as young Chris is around the family, it kind of shapes up to be, or what you're thinking is to be, is a kind of, guess who's coming to dinner type scenario where the young black man comes to dinner to meet the family, and they have some social indifferences, some moments, they have a few drinks, some laughs, and by the end of it, they've reached some sort of, common ground, and that's just not the case. This particular movie takes a very interesting twist to where young Chris notices very quickly things are off kilter. In terms of, the servants and their zombie-like state, in terms of the environment he's in terms of the passive-aggressive nature of the guest, and even a dinner party that quickly transforms into an auction-like atmosphere. So I won't play spoiler in terms of all the details, but it takes a very interesting twist once he does meet her parents, and that's where the, proverbial fun begins. Is this worth going to see? The movie has a duration of about, an hour and 44 minutes. It's very well done, so you don't really feel the time period. It feels a lot shorter than it's displayed. You'll really soon discover very quickly there's more insidious forces at work against young Chris, and the movie evolves into a lot of things. Is this movie overhyped? My answer would be no. The current racial climate, heightens the potency of the content, along with, great marketing and social media sensationalism, it make it, more bigger than it needs to be. But I do think that the hype is justified, regardless of your racial makeup. You can really walk away with a good story, solid writing. It really brings the social demons of our society kind of front and center for the world to see. If you're, of African descent, you may, take away from the movie the different things, the different distractions that society puts in front of people of color and minorities at times, how one can become a shell of themselves within themselves. If you're of another, racial makeup, you may look at the movie and hopefully gain an understanding of what some minorities go through on a day-to-day basis, and the different things that they have to deal with and the challenges and the opposition. So I feel as though it was a very well put together project. It was created to provoke conversation. I think it's achieved that. I think it's also a lot of symbolism in this movie, a lot of things to be aware of. I won't put it in the category of a Roots or anything like that, but I will say it's well worth going to see. Very well put together and impressive, especially from someone that kind of comes from more of a comedic makeup. But again, if you've watched their show, you won't be surprised at anything that you're seeing displayed. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the review. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you. Take care.